No.
What's going on, man?
Did you know that on April 12th, next Saturday, at Higher Vision Church Reno, we are doing the Easter egg hunt?
I guess I do now, yeah.
And no, you guys do too, because at Higher Vision Church Reno, we are doing something called the Easter egg hunt, where you can bring your family, your friends, your children, your children's children, your pets. Can you bring pets?
I don't think so.
Okay, you don't bring pets, but everybody else I just mentioned that you can bring along. And here at the Easter egg hunt, not only are we doing a hunt, but we're also doing other fantastic things there that you do not want to miss out. We're gonna have bounce houses, where you can backflip.
If you want to be a pure ninja like me in a bounce house, go for it.
You do. He's like Kung Fu Panda, but not the panda. He just does Kung Fu.
We do Kung Fu.
Not only that, we're also having cotton candy, which I get it. It's a lot of sweets since we're gonna have candy and Easter eggs. But you know what? Why not?
Why not? It's Easter. Have a little fun. Get some cotton candy. It's good quality cotton candy. I had some. A little too much last time.
Oh. What else are we having at this hunt?
I heard from a special little friend that we are having the Easter Bunny this
year.
And we're going to be taking pictures with the children. And the Easter Bunny afterwards is just going to be hopping around.
Just hopping around.
And hanging out with the kids, just having a good time. So.
You know what's crazy? I'm not going to be the Easter Bunny this year. I was last year.
I wonder who's going to do it.
Let us know in the comments if you know who the Easter Bunny is going to be. Also, at the end of the day, we are having our Easter hunt, which we're going to have over 8,000 eggs just laying in the field.
Wow.
Which means you need to bring 8,000 kids with you.
I'm going to be so excited to join that.
Well, unfortunately, Dom, it's not going to be for us adults. It's actually going to be for the 5th graders and actually under. So if you're over that, then you can't participate, but you can still be able to watch as they get all the candy.
That's okay.
I think that's pretty much everything. So, hey, if you want to know more about Higher Vision Church Reno, all you got to do is
Wait.
What?
You're forgetting the most important thing. At the event, we're having a giveaway.
We're having a giveaway?
We're having a giveaway. We're giving away a Nintendo Switch.
I can win a Nintendo Switch?
I'm sorry, you can't. It's only for the children and the parents are able to join for the giveaway. I'm sorry.
Oh.
But for all of you out there that want a Nintendo Switch, it's $10 for a raffle. Put you in, enter into the giveaway, and hopefully one of you guys are going to come away with a brand new Nintendo Switch. So we're excited for that and see who brings home the Nintendo Switch. I wanted it, just so you know.
I really wanted it, but I don't get it.
I was upset when I couldn't, but hey. It's for the children.
So, hey, again, if you still want to know more about what we're trying to do at Higher Vision Church Reno, make sure you go to the website at hvreno.church. That is hvreno.church. Find out more about what our community is trying to do here in Reno, Nevada. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to Flaco's Fun World Podcast, the show where we are just here to have a daggum good time. Now, right now, I'm actually walking just around my room for absolutely no reason. Again, today, it's not going to be a video podcast. I do not want to set up this stuff right now. So we're just going to do audio. Again, but don't worry, we'll start doing videos again because I know how much y'all miss my my really cool pretty face. I get it, blah 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 blah. But today, ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea what the topic of today's podcast is because I'm just talking. Again, I do have some ideas. I actually have a podcast episode coming out soon with me and Skylar where we talk about our top 10 worst movies. And so get ready for that. That will come up soon because you guys really liked when we did our top 10 favorite movies. But for this one, it's going to be our top 10 worst favorite movies. So get ready for that episode. But I don't know if you all know this, but tomorrow is the Easter hunt. This is probably one of the biggest events that we ever do at Higher Vision Church. Last year we had hundreds of kids come over for this Easter hunt. And I was the Easter Bunny last year, but I'm not going to be this year. I'm not going to say who it is until after the Easter hunt, but let me know in the comments if you guys know who the Easter Bunny is going to be. But I'm not going to be the Easter Bunny this year. That's rightfully going to go to someone else. Sometimes, man, you just got to retire. And that's exactly what I did. I retired from being the Easter Bunny. Got to let someone else get all the glory and shine, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, so the church has been working a lot to get this done. So, and the way that we actually were able to do the Easter hunt is we wanted different schools to participate with us and even let their students come to the Easter hunt. Because if you guys didn't know, the Easter hunt is actually at the school. That is where Higher Vision Church is. It is at the Orion Middle School. The schools let us use their building to do church for Sundays and sometimes even host our own events like, as we're talking about right now, the Easter hunt. So my dad's been like meeting with principal after principals, and they are all cooperative and wanted to help us with this hunt. So, that's yet again another miracle from the Father. God's been with us through this whole entire journey, and now here we are at this moment. With the hunt happening tomorrow, who knows how many kids are going to show up. But I'm excited, I'm actually going to be the videographer there. My dad asked me to do the Easter video project. I'm just going to be filming, things that are happening, putting it together to show the entire church again. So I'm going to be filming this. And obviously, editing, putting it together, and probably upload it to the website, Higher Vision Church Reno, and also on the YouTube page for Higher Vision Church Reno, which you should also check out and subscribe, so that way every Sunday you will get a church video in case if you weren't able to make it there physically and you rather just watch it online. But yeah, man, we're going to have over 8,000 Easter eggs lying on the field. You guys already know about that. And there's going to be a lot of kids, hopefully, that are going to come. And we're going to have bounce houses, cotton candy. We're going to have pictures with the Easter Bunny, like I already said. I think we're going to do, like, face paint again, like we did last year. It's going to be fun. It is going to be fun. And I'm really excited to see where this is going to go and how many kids are going to show up and just, how much fun that we're going to have. So I'm really am excited for this.
Hey, Aiden. So Easter's just around the corner.
Yeah.
And we have church on Sundays, right?
Yeah.
But what if you can go to 2 services instead of just 1?
Wait, how is that possible?
Well, for Easter, we're having a Saturday night service, and we're having a Sunday service for Easter.
Dang, you serious?
I'm serious. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're just here to worship Jesus. Saturday at 6:30.
6:30? Okay.
And then, our normal time, Sundays at 10:45, we're going to have service. We're just going to worship, have a good time, learn about Jesus, because the most important thing, we can have fun with the hunt and all the stuff that's coming up. But the most important thing is just what Jesus has done for us and why we're even here in the first place. But we highly encourage for everyone, including this guy. He's going to be there Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, that's me as the pastor's son. I get to go. But hey, it is so true. Why not go to these services and worship God?
Exactly.
Because not only are we worshiping the death of our Savior, but the resurrection of our Savior. Because of his resurrection, he defeated sin and death. Just bam, bing, boom. Oh yeah. He hit him where it hurts.
He
got him good.
He got him.
So come join us and worship with us to celebrate what God has said for us on Easter, either Saturday or Sunday. And if you want to know more, what do they got to do?
You just go to hvreno.church, and all the information's down there. It's going to be at O'Brien, where we usually have church, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I hope everyone can make it, and I'm excited to meet everyone, just have a good time. So, I just hope everyone can make it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, hopefully to see you guys there. Let's see. Besides that, summer. I feel like I've already talked about this before. Why am I talking about this again? Um, let's talk about some movies, man. I know the Minecraft movie just came out. I was gonna go see it last Sunday, but we actually couldn't because we were trying to still figure out some Easter stuff, and it was kind of busy, so we didn't really have the time to go see the Easter. I mean, not the Easter Bunny, the Minecraft movie. Although I did see Sonic 3 with Lydia for the very first time last Sunday, and I was actually very surprised about the movie. So I finally saw it, and I actually really liked it. Like, we got Shadow the Hedgehog in there. Dr. Robotnik comes back, and like his grandpa's like somehow still alive. It's crazy how they used the same actor, Jim Carrey, to play as Dr. Robotnik and his grandpa. That was hilarious, dude. Like, every moment with them was like my favorite scenes. Obviously, we got Sonic, we got Tails, we got Knuckles, we got the Donut Lord and Pretzel Lady. I mean, they have real names, but that's what Sonic likes to call them sometimes. It was a really good movie, and I thought, okay, that Sonic 3 was going to be the last Sonic movie, but then I saw the end credits, and then I realized there's gonna be another Sonic, but it's gonna have the girl Sonic. I don't know her name, but so Sonic in the end. I know it's gonna contain spoilers. If you haven't seen it yet, my apologies. If you want, you can skip this part. But in the end of Sonic 3, there was like this robotic version of Sonic, which I knew I recognized from like the very old Sonic Sega games. I can't remember the robot's name. That was like. Oh, I don't remember, but it's a robot Sonic. But he shows up in the end, and like he has like this whole army. And then the pink girl Sonic saves Sonic. I don't remember her name. I'm not like the world's biggest Sonic fan, but I do know who Sonic is. And there were some really cool Sonic games, and I've been liking the Sonic movies. So I can't wait to see where Sonic 4 is gonna go with this. I mean, Dr. Robotnik is dead. He sacrificed himself, and so did Shadow to save the world. Although in the end credits, well, Shadow survived. So I mean, that's not surprising. Like, Shadow is like the coolest version of Sonic ever. I love Shadow. I did not know Keanu Reeves played a Shadow until I like heard his voice and looked at like the cast, and I was like, wait a minute, Keanu Reeves plays as Shadow? Isn't that the guy from John Wick? You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay then. He did good as Shadow. I thought he did good as Shadow. I'm not gonna lie. But back to the Minecraft movie. I was gonna go see it, but I didn't. I'm honestly really not sure when I'm gonna go see it. But me and Dad and Lydia have been talking, and we're trying to find a day that we can. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews for this movie, and I said it myself. I don't know if I ever said it on the podcast, but if I did, I said it myself. The Minecraft movie is not going to be the greatest thing ever. I can almost guarantee it's going to either disappoint a lot of Minecraft fans. Maybe there were some people who are like, oh, maybe it was good. Like, it's one of those movies, but I already guarantee, like, first, making it live action, it was something I really didn't understand. The second part is like, I mean, I love Jack Black, but why is he Steve? I did find out, though, that these directors were the ones who actually made Nacho Libre. So I guess maybe that's kind of the reason why they use, Jack Black, because, I mean, Jack Black is a funny guy. He's really awesome. Like, I have huge respect for Jack Black. I was just surprised to see him play as Steve. But when I found out these were, like, the creators of Nacho Libre, I was like, oh, that's starting to make a little bit more sense now. Because, Jack Black plays as Nacho Libre in the movie Nacho Libre. If that makes a little bit more sense. But I've heard a lot of mixed reviews. Okay, so, I probably, when I see it myself, I can finally maybe explain a little bit more. If you guys want me to do an episode about a Minecraft movie review, I got you. Because there's probably going to be a lot of things we're going to need to talk about this movie. But I just wanted to see from, like, my perspective. I'm not the world's biggest Minecraft fan, but I have played Minecraft. So I was not surprised that we were finally getting a movie. I'm actually surprised it took so long for us to get a movie. I mean, I feel like there was going to be a Minecraft movie that was going to be made, but I think that got canceled. I don't remember. Like, I feel like that was one of the rumors, but I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. Is there any other? I honestly have no idea if there's any other movies. I mean, besides Fnaf 2, if you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel, you would have known that I actually made my very first FNAF 2 teaser trailer reaction, and boy, oh boy, was I shocked with the results. For the first of 49 seconds of that teaser trailer, I was just like losing my mind. Like, I was not expecting it to be like that. So the way I feel like the story is being told a little bit in this teaser trailer, like these animatronics are on the loose and they are killing people. These are killer animatronics. The toy animatronics are on a rampage. You know, with Toy Bonnie, Toy Freddy, Toy Chica, the Mangle. Dude, the Mangle looks super sick. You should have seen her when she broke her head through the window. And that was crazy. But yeah, these animatronics are on the loose, you know, killing anybody who stands in their way. And then also in the teaser trailer, there's like this festival, okay, going on, which I have no idea what that is about. But someone is hosting this Freddy Fazbear's festival, like this big party going on. And then like Toy Freddy's just roaming like through the entire festival, I think, like in the end part of the trailer. And you know, people are like, well, it's cool, but this was normal. Because obviously these animatronics are meant to free roam. Now the question that I've had a lot in my mind was, who made these animatronics? Which, for all of y'all who know the FNAF lore, especially for like the toy animatronics, they were made by Henry Emily as like somewhat security robots, but also for like entertainment as well. Like they have like these facial recognition, so like they can recognize anybody through the crowd, like look up their, you know, like their crime history or just their history itself. But is these don't look like they really want to protect, more like, you know, destroy. Why? Is it because that's how, like, did something go wrong? Do these toy animatronics have souls and they're just angry at everybody and they're just going on a killing spree? Or is it for like something goes wrong with the animatronics, like something happened to the program and now they're on the loose, and maybe we might finally see Henry Emily for the first time and he wants to try to stop these toy animatronics? Or does this have to do with William Afton? Like, this is his plan. This is his goal. Like, he's dead, yes, but you know, we all know the rules. He always comes back. And even though his body is dead, his spirit lives on, which I feel like is also going to explore a little bit more of FNAF 2. Because in the teaser trailer, we also saw like this shadowy figure standing between like these doors that were like opening and closing. And you know, classic horror stuff to see. I believe that to be William Afton trying to reach Vanessa again, because he may try to influence Vanessa to help him, to find him. And maybe somehow he may have control over Vanessa. And then she becomes Vanny, which if you always play security breach, you would know that Vanny is basically a servant to William Afton, and she was under his control. And maybe FNAF 3 may explore that a little bit more, because we already know there's a lot of lore that's being changed in the FNAF movies. FNAF 1 showed it. FNAF 2 is definitely probably going to show it. But I just don't know what the story plot is. Maybe when we get more updates, maybe the official trailer, we may finally understand a little bit more, like, okay, what is going on in this movie? What is it that Scott Cawthon and Emma Tamey are trying to show us? I don't know. But I can almost guarantee it's going to be awesome. So I'm really excited to see where they're going with this. Like, as a big FNAF fan, man, like, I'm trying not to get my hopes up too much, because, you know, FNAF 1 wasn't great. It wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen, but it wasn't what I was hoping it was going to be. But FNAF 2 may change that. Like, there's definitely going to be a lot of probably suspenseful moments, and I'm really excited to see that. The thing I didn't see, though, was the puppet or, like, the Wither animatronics, which I wonder if they're going to save for, like, the next trailer they release, because we do know the puppet is going to be... I just hit my foot on the chair. Ow, 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 ow. Ooh. Ow. Okay, that hurt. Sorry, guys. Oh, man, that hurt. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. You know, we got the puppet is probably going to be in there. We already know that, because for all who stuck to the FNAF 1 end credits, the Puppets music box started to play. And then even in the teaser trailer, the Puppets music box was playing throughout the trailer. So that's really exciting. So we know the puppet's going to be in this film, but we didn't see the puppet, which, like I said, we're probably going to have to wait till the next FNAF 2 trailer comes out. So I'm really excited for that. I do believe the Wither animatronics are going to be there, because you can't have the toy animatronics without the original Wither animatronics, which I wonder if the Wither animatronics are going to be the same animatronics from FNAF 1. Because we do know that Abby, who is a little sister of Mike Schmidt, wants to help her friend. She still can't seem to let go, and she wants to help them, to save them. So she's hoping they're alive. What if they start looking like the Wither animatronics? Like, because we already know, like, the pizza place burned down after, like, what happened in the end of the FNAF movie. So they're probably going to look burnt, messed up. I don't know, maybe, or they're gonna be entirely new animatronics. I don't know. I don't know the story. I don't know the lore. But yeah. Last time we saw Vanessa, she was hospitalized after her dad, stabbed her, and she was left in a hospital. So it looks like she's fine though. I mean, she's back in Fnaf 2. She's up and at it and ready to make sure she gets her game back on. Stop whatever evil thing is going on in the Fnaf 2 movie. I don't know. But I will say I do have a little bit more hope for FNAF 2 than definitely the FNAF 1 movie for sure. We also already know that a Bendy and the Ink Machine movie's coming out. Okay. So it was around the year of December of 2023 we got our very first announcement about it from Twitter by the Meatly, who was the true creators of Bendy and the Ink Machine, who announced that Bendy was coming to the big screen and would be in the works with Radar Pictures. Now, at first, I needed to make sure that it wasn't a prank, because if you guys didn't know, back in 2022 of April 1st, Joey Drew Studios released a teaser trailer for a show called The Bendy Chronicles. But if you guys know, if you were listening to what I just said, they released it on April 1st. That's called April Fool's Day. It was actually a prank. There was never going to be a show. They were just pranking us. That made me very upset. So I had to make sure this wasn't just some other prank, even though it was on December. But no, it is true. It seems that Radar Pictures, along with Joey Drew Studios and the Meatly, they are working together to make the Bendy in the Ink Machine movie. And in fact, if you guys also, again, if you're subscribed to my channel, I did a reaction to the director announcement, which we finally got our director for Bendy and the Ink Machine. And the director is going to be, I honestly have no idea how to say his name. Let me get out my phone. I forgot how to pronounce his name, but he is the director of The Last Voyage of the Demeter, which is like a vampire / pirate horror movie, which is actually based off the book called The Last Voyage of the Demeter. Bendy in the Ink Machine movie. Andre Overdo. How do we pronounce this? Hang on. Pronunciation.
André Øvredal.
Well, that was the worst.
André Øvredal.
So Andre Overdo. Andre Overdo. I'm just going to call him Andre. But the director is Andre. And he, like I said, is the director of The Last Voyage of Demeter and other movies that he's made. And he has been chosen to be the director for the Bendy and the Ink Machine movie. I have high hopes. And I really hope he does really well with the story plot and like how it's going to work. But, so far, though, that's all the updates that we got. So we really don't know too much about the movie because, we just got our director last year, September. And if you guys like understand like how it works when it comes to, movies and all that, that stuff takes time. Like, obviously, yes, you got to have the director. The director has to write the script, and making a script takes a very long time. And after you make the script, you got to find the cast. You got to find the people who's going to be perfect for these films. And you also got to make sure you build the sets. You got to make sure you get the costumes done. You got to make sure you have the budget to do what you want to do. Because if you guys know, when it comes to making movies, you got to have a budget, right? So I don't know what the budget is going to be for the Bendy and Ink Machine movie. It may not be a lot. Or it could be a good amount. We don't know. So we'll see how that goes. But then, of course, you got to film. And then, once you're done filming, then you got to put it in post-production. Then you got to do marketing. And then, it goes on and on and on. That stuff takes time, okay? So I am not expecting the Bendy movie to come out this year. Like, at all. Maybe we may get more updates in 2025. Maybe we may get our first teaser trailer. I don't know, but I highly doubt it because it's just the way when it comes to making movies. I do feel like, though, maybe 2026 we may actually get something. Or who knows? We could get the release date. for Bendy and the Ink Machine movie? I don't know, but I'm not expecting it to come out this year whatsoever. Although I really hope they do give us more updates on like, hey, this is our cast, or hey, filming has finally begun, or hey, the script has been finished, and to see where that goes from there. But I can almost guarantee the Bendy and the Ink Machine movie is going to be somewhat like the first Bendy and the Ink Machine game that came out in 2017, much like how FNAF 1 was based off the FNAF game that came out in 2014. So I already can expect it's going to be something like that. Although I also am expecting it to make changes, because when it comes to like movies, especially if it's like based off of a book or based off of a game, they always like to make their own changes, and sometimes it doesn't always work. But there have been moments where it's like, oh, okay, I see where they were trying to go with this. FNAF 1 definitely did a lot of that, and I won't say it worked as well, because there was a lot of changes, and a lot of people were like, this isn't anything really like the FNAF 1 game. So I wonder if they're going to do the same with Bendy the Ink Machine. They're probably going to make their own changes, maybe add stuff we weren't expecting them to add, maybe show characters we weren't expecting to see. I did hear on the subreddit that they were talking about actually changing the Ink Demon's design to the same one from the Dark Revival than the Bendy and Ink Machine game, which I get it. The Dark Revival's version of the Ink Demon is actually a lot cooler, a lot more scarier than the Ink Machine, but at the same time, like, as a big Bendy fan, why not just keep the original in the first game, and then if you ever make another one, then do the Ink Demon from the Dark Revival? A lot of people are actually really upset about it, because they were like, why are you changing design? Why can't you just keep the classic Ink Demon from the Ink Machine? And if you ever make another one, then you can do the Dark Revival Ink Demon. Like, yeah, like, I totally get it, because I would actually love to see just the OG Bendy from the Ink Machine instead of seeing the Ink Demon from the Dark Revival. It's because I feel like it's more respectful. I mean, it's kind of like how they made Bonnie blue instead of purple. Like, I was surprised how many people were upset that Bonnie was blue instead of purple, and I wasn't one of those. But it is a rumor. We don't know if it's actually going to be true, but we'll see in the future. But if they do, I mean, I wouldn't say like it's going to be like, I'm going to be like, oh, this movie's going to be terrible. They changed the design for the Ink Demon. No, but I will be like, man, I was kind of hoping we can get that classic, but it's okay. Like, I'm not that person who just rages for like the tiniest things, but we'll see where it goes when the movie does come out. But I'm really excited because I'm a big Bendy fan, and I'm really excited for this. And I do know we got like upcoming Bendy games, like, Bendy the Lone Wolf. I also reacted to that teaser trailer as well. It's an RPG game that is kind of based from like Boris the Dark Survivals. That game got canceled because like something happened, I don't remember. And so basically Bendy the Lone Wolf is kind of that remake of that, but I was told it would be better. We don't have a release date yet, but we do know it's coming in 2025, and we'll be able to play it on Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, iPhone, Android, Steam. So it's coming to all of those. So at least I'll be able to play it, which you guys know that means we got to get a gaming video. Okay, we got to get a gameplay of what Bendy the Lone Wolf is going to be like. I also know Bendy the Cage is coming out, even though it was supposed to come out last year, but then something happened, and now it's supposed to come out this year, but we still don't even have a release date for Bendy the Cage. I'm not really sure what's going on with that. I did hear they were like trying to clean up some stuff to make it a little bit more better. As for consoles, the only thing I've heard is going to come on Steam. So I don't think it's going to be one of those consoles games, which I'm kind of disappointed because I really want it to be a console game, because I want to play Bendy the Cage. Like, I want to know what the experience is going to be like. So it has to do with Henry Stein. If you guys know, he was the main character in Bendy the Ink Machine. And basically, we go into this place called the Pit, and basically we are just trying to survive, and we meet new monsters, and we also get to meet some people that we have seen before. And I hear Sammy Lawrence is one of them, which would be great to see Sammy Lawrence again. He was one of my favorite Bendy and the Ink Machine characters, so I can't wait to see him again. And then I hear it's going to be a lot more terrifying, and it's going to be a lot cooler too. So I can't wait to see that. I really hope it does come to console if Bendy the Cage does. But it's not looking as like it would, but that's okay. And then there was like Bendy 3. We don't really have any updates for that right now, but we do know it's going to be the final installment for the Bendy franchise, which kind of sucks because I don't want it to end. Like, I like what they were doing with this, but sometimes things got to end. FNAF, I don't think it ever will, because now we're getting FNAF Secret of the Mimic, which I'm actually really excited about. But the thing is, like, so for a long time it was rumored that it was going to be a VR game, and then I heard like Steelwool Studios was like quietly trying to remove it from like VR platforms. It was going to keep it flat mode for like PlayStation and Steam. But then all of a sudden I hear again like, yes, it's going to be VR exclusive as well. As long as you can play it on PlayStation 5 on the PC VR 2, and then like people are like, is it going to come to MetaQuest? And there's a lot of things going on. So we're not really sure what Steelwool Studios is trying to do, but we do know it's going to be released on Steam. It's going to be released on PlayStation 5, and that's pretty much all we know. If it is going to be VR exclusive as well, I definitely want to try because I don't have a PS5 yet. Working on that. But I really want to see what the game's going to be like. It looks really good, and I'm really excited to kind of know a little bit more about the origins of the Mimic, and who knows, some other secrets that, might answer a lot of our questions about the true origins of Freddy Fazbear's, because this is around the year of 1979. So this was like before Fredbear's Family Diner. And we know that it may have started as a circus before it became Fredbear's Family Diner. So we know that. And we know the Mimic's going to be a main antagonist. We also know we're going to run into another character named Jackie, who she's like what do you call those puppets that go in the box? She's like one of those wind-up animatronics, like those pop-up Jack in the Box. Yeah, Jack in the Box. And she's going to be an antagonist as well. There's also this giant DJ Music Man, except it's not really a DJ, but there's a giant Music Man as well. And he's got like the mustache and a hat. Sorry, I hit the mic. So he's got one of them fancy things. And then we know like the Mimic's going to take like other mascot costumes to blend in. So we know that. So, but other than that, I'm really excited to see where they're going with Secret of the Mim, and I really hope I'll be able to play it as soon as possible because I really, 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 really want to. Is there anything else I can think of? Not really. I mean, Poppy Playtime Chapter 4, I'm still not really sure when it's going to come to console because right now it's only available on Steam and like Epic Games, and I don't have any of those. And I'm like, when is it ever going to come to console? Because like I really want to play it. I heard it's like one of the darkest chapters of the Poppy Playtime series, and I mean like all the Poppy Playtime games are pretty dark, so that's gonna be interesting. Like I want to know more about Doughy the Dough Man. I want to know more about Pianosaurus. I want to know more about Yarnaby, the Doctor, the Prototype. Poppy. What happened to Kissy Missy? And so on and so forth. Like I'm refusing to watch gameplays or rumors because I don't want to ruin my experience to be ruined when I play the game. But I have no idea when it's going to come to console. It may not come for a very long time, so I'm going to have to wait a very long time. And it's already been about, 4 to 5 months? Please come to console as soon as possible, guys. Mob Studios, por favor. Por favor. I really want to know, man. What is Chapter 4 Poppy Playtime going to be like? Please. Por favor. Por favor. Other than that, that's pretty much... excuse me. I talk really fast sometimes. I don't mean to, but I just do. Anyways, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. Why? I have no idea. Don't worry, I'll do a video podcast soon. You're like, oh, I want to see your face. Calm down. Calm down. But anyways, guys, that's all the time that I have for today. If you guys like this episode, you know exactly what to do. Make sure you follow me. Give me that 5-star review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts if you would like. And also subscribe to my channel called Flaco the Great. We have over 1,300 and how many subscribers? I don't know, but we have a lot of subscribers now. So thank you guys so much for your support. Having said all that, guys, may God bless you. And I'll see you for more Flaco's Fun World Podcast.